Little racist, but yeah, figure by now everybody probably knows what Chinese water torture is to some extent.
Do tell, Kevin.
Well, let's get into it, Dan. The
Okay.
famous podcast. Let's get into it. Dan, let's take you back to the mid 1800s in France. You are an inmate or patient at an asylum for whatever reason. The weight of the world finally got to you. Could happen to anybody.
Could happen right now.
Yeah, but you went insane waiting for the Zoom clock to tick down.
Yeah.
Before you resubscribed. But you, Dan, have been struggling with insomnia and headaches. And you complain to the doctors, and they decide that you must have too much blood in your brain. No, you're oh fuck, what was his name? God damn it, it's gonna kill me now. What is his fucking name?
I'm Dan.
Not Dan. It wasn't Dan. Richard Chase. That's what it is. I didn't have to look it up. I remember. You're Richard Chase. Richard Chase was a murderer who believed that he had too much blood. He believed he had not enough blood, so he used to drink other people's. Yeah. He also believed that his feet were on backwards.
The backwards man.
Yeah, he's a weird guy. But they think that you have too much blood directly in your brain. And they have just the treatment. So they take you to a room and strap you down to a bed or lean-back chair. Your arms, torso, legs, and head are all immobilized. Then a cold drop of water drips onto the middle of your forehead. Then after a few seconds, another. A few seconds later, another. Then another. And another. 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 On and on. For seemingly hours. The idea behind it...
shower.
Got one of those low-flow shower heads? Like a Seinfeld episode?
It's got 6 hours to get washed in the goddamn thing.
I want that one. I use that one for elephants in Romania. That's the one I want. The idea behind this was that it would cause the blood in the head to dissipate. It does not work.
Well,
we do.
I'm not a doctor or a scientist.
That's not how it works.
This is like those other guys I wanted to see how long it would take the dead body that would just float straight away to float. They already know the answer to this whole thing, and they're just like, let's do this.
Just people, just like, they're probably like, these people keep complaining about being tired, can't sleep, they have headaches. Let's just drip water on them and see what happens.
It's literally like throwing shit at a wall and seeing what sticks. It's like, if we smear peanut butter behind your ear, then you can get rid of arthritis in your knee. Shit like that.
Yeah. Stand on your head, drink a glass of water with peanut butter in your mouth and see if it gets rid of your hiccups. Stuff like that. Yeah, just try the stupidest shit possible. Something has to work eventually.
And if all else fails, leeches.
Leeches or do heroin about it.
Yeah.
you just give them cocaine or heroin. Say, here, see if that helps.
Or opium. Yeah.
Opium. Yeah.
Yeah. Or good old fashioned tincture.
So this obviously doesn't work. However, the constant dripping in the same spot hundreds of times over, the cold water hitting the one location again and again, running down the side of your head and your face, down into your eyes, the persistent anticipation of the next drop can eventually drive you insane. This
like marriage
is Chinese water torture. Just beating you down, dragging you down day by day.
Constant anticipation, like you said, you're just waiting.
You're waiting to hear that thing in your head that goes snap. You're like, oh, there it is. Now I'm crazy.
Don't mind if I do.
Now, unfortunately, we don't have very much information on this particular method. There's just not a whole lot out there. But as always, we'll tell you everything that we know. To do that, might as well go back to the beginning, which is, contrary to popular belief, not in China.